I need to tell you about the exact moment my entire reality fractured, and it started with a pair of $300 silk boxers. Listen to this. I thought my husband was just hitting a midlife crisis, but I ended up busting him in a hotel room filming a professional adult movie. Let's back up, because this didn't happen overnight. For 3 years, Mark was a standard sweatpants and faded tee kind of guy. He was predictable. Consequently, when he suddenly started coming home at 9 p.m. smelling like expensive sandalwood cologne, my internal alarms went off. He claimed he was just hitting the gym harder to train for a marathon. As a result, I tried to be the supportive wife, brushing off the fact that he was suddenly locking his phone and taking hushed calls on the balcony. Then, the packages started arriving. Designer underwear, luxury skincare, a literal silk robe that cost more than our monthly grocery budget. He was hiding them in the back of his closet, so I confronted him. He laughed it off, claiming he just wanted to look good for me. Yet, his behavior in the bedroom completely shifted. He didn't want to just be intimate anymore. He was acting like a director, demanding specific lighting and telling me exactly how to pose. It felt clinical. It felt rehearsed. Therefore, suffocating suspicion took root in my gut. He was practicing for someone else. I needed proof. Last Thursday, Mark said he had an all-night corporate seminar at downtown Marriott. Except, he left his iPad on the kitchen counter. It buzzed. I looked. An unsaved number texted, "Your performance yesterday was breathtaking. Can't wait for round 2 this Thursday in room 412. Bring the robe." My chest went numb. The betrayal hit me like a physical punch. Because of that text, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Instead, a cold, vengeful calm washed over me. I grabbed my car keys, drove to the Marriott, and marched straight up to the 4th floor. My heart was hammering against my ribs as I stood outside room 412. I could hear muffled voices inside. I didn't knock. I just twisted the handle, and to my absolute shock, it was unlocked. I threw the door open, ready to catch him red-handed with a mistress. What I actually saw made my brain completely short-circuit. Mark was in the bed, yes. He was wearing the silk boxers, yes. He was actively engaged in a highly explicit NSFW act with another woman. However, they weren't alone. Surrounding the bed were 2 massive studio lights, a professional boom mic swinging overhead, and a guy holding a cinematic red camera. "Cut! Who the hell let her in?" A man in a director's chair shouted. I stood there, frozen. Mark scrambled for the sheets, his face turning an apocalyptic shade of red. I expected him to beg for forgiveness, or lie, or cover his face in shame. Instead, he looked at me and said, "Babe, wait. You're ruining the take. This is my big break." Can you believe the sheer, unadulterated audacity? He wasn't just having a sleazy, secretive affair. Mark had convinced himself that he possessed the raw talent to become a premium adult film star. He genuinely believed that if he made enough money doing this, I wouldn't care about the cheating. He thought the income would justify the betrayal. Naturally, I packed his luxury wardrobe into trash bags that very night and threw them on the lawn. He's currently staying at a cheap motel, begging me not to file for divorce because a public lawsuit might ruin his brand before it launches. Honestly, let it burn. I honestly don't even know what to say to this one. I mean, we see a lot of unhinged cheating excuses on Reddit, but babe, you're ruining the take. This is my big break. The absolute, staggering delusion you have to possess to think that starting an adult film career secretly in a Marriott hotel room is a viable business strategy to save your marriage is wild. He really thought he was going to come home with a paycheck and she'd just be like, "Oh, great job, honey. Thanks for paying the electric bill." No. Just no. She did the exact right thing by throwing his entire luxury wardrobe on the lawn. And the fact that he's currently begging her not to divorce him because it will ruin his brand before it launches? That is the icing on the cake. His brand is completely cooked. But I want to know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. How would you have reacted if you walked into room 412 and saw a full cinematic camera crew? If you enjoyed this level of absolute relationship chaos, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next story.